Okay, Scott, that's some stuff I bought today. But here's some petunias I planted up that Clint had bought extra ones and gave me. Um, sure is a pretty day. These pink begonias right here and over here, those are all from last summer. They never even froze here. And all of that never froze. It just came out pretty like it's been there all year. This is a view from everything blooming. My roses, everything. Looks pretty right now, doesn't it? This time of year. And this is my favorite, my geraniums. They're blooming and doing pretty. And these little ones down in here with the little strings, I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, my mama's first cousin gave me those. She started. And this is Swiss chard. I just like it. I don't cook with it or anything. I just think now my son's getting crazy. Anyway, and I put their stones down in front this year. And I painted my little shelf. And this stuff right here is called lamb's ear, and it's fuzzy. Let's see. That's my topiary I'm doing. And this is all my mint. Hope you can see this. I don't know, the sun. Anyway, and this tub I just did this year. And this is what you call chocolate mint. And it really smells kind of chocolatey. And this is my Shasta daisies. Mimi always liked Shastas. I think of her when I was a kid at home. She was planting these. And then we put a new hedge across here. We had red tips. Well, they all got some kind of disease, and they were 30 years old. They were too old, and they were woody. So we went and got some new ones over at Forest Hill a few weeks ago. And Lloyd dug the old ones up with the tractor. Isn't that pretty? And my garden back here is all doing good right now. It needs a little work done to it, but it's doing good. And those right there, those two Loropetalum, those are actually shrubs, Scott. Those with the purple leaves. And I kept pruning them up they were shrubs. And I just pruned them up till I've made trees out of them. Isn't that neat? Anyway, and my chicken house. And everything's doing good out here. I had yellow irises back there. They just about quit blooming though. Down here by my chicken yard. Hope this is showing up good. I don't know if the sun's I waited too late. We just went to the dang grocery store. And I hope you can see it. This is that one that I love. It's almost as tall up to my shoulders that I planted last year. But it's doing so good. Anyway, all my ferns are up and big and pretty. These are all wild ferns that I've dug up in the woods. Except that leather leaf right there. And my roses are really good this year. And I'm going to take you inside my greenhouse and show you my stuff. This is basil that's coming up. And these are French. They're a new hybrid thing. This is the first year they come out. It's called a hybrid marigold. They're French vanilla. I've never seen white marigolds. They've always been orange and yellow. Never. Anyway. And this is larkspur. It's going to get a little bit bigger, and I'm going to move it outside. And that over there with the cluster is coleuses. And that's some more of my French marigolds. And you've seen rabbitfoot's ferns where they look like they're fuzzy and it looks like a real rabbit's foot. And I started that. That's from the out in the woods, some moss and wild ferns. And this is a avocado. It had a bunch of them, and I cut those other 3 stalks back because they were just too leggy. And you can see, though, they're coming out. This is a cutting a friend of mine gave me last year, and it is a jade plant. And it's doing real good. And the same friend gave me this big Schefflera last year. I think it was at her mom's funeral, but she knew I loved Schefflera. So she gave that to me, which I thought was very sweet. Clint gave me this. He got this year at Stein's. Real cheap. They were doing markdowns. So he said, Mom, I got you something. It's really cute. And this is another one of my topiaries. I've been a wire coat hanger into a heart. These are some of my succulents Stacy gave me. I don't know if I'm really good at that. And that's a cyclamen I got marked down up at Lowe's probably a couple of months ago. And this back here is sphagnum moss. I went out and dug a tub of it. Dug it. You just pull it up. And that's what you line these baskets with. And there's my spider plants. I've got all these started. But I'm going to show you. And you know what I'm talking about when you see it. But you get wire baskets and you line them with sphagnum moss. And it makes real pretty baskets. And it's super expensive if you buy the stuff. And you make baskets like that. And now that moss that I bought is green, but you leave it in there and it'll dry, and it's just exactly like the stuff that you buy at the Lowe's or somewhere, and it's expensive. Now this right here is what they call buncheon onions, and it was seeds, and I just emptied them in here, and we're going to see what they do. I got onions coming out my wazoo. And this is that rose moss. I just dumped a pack of seeds in there, and it's coming up. And over here, because, you know, that stuff's easy to grow. And here's some more petunias I made into a basket that Clint gave me, and it's doing pretty good. And I went to the cemetery a few days before Easter and took daylilies out there to everybody's grave. And here was one little plant that I had left from Christmas that I hadn't even been back over there to dig up. But a poinsettia, and it was alive, so I brought it home and planted it. We'll see. Anyway, and here's some more mint and some more daylilies. I rounded up my beds because it's so low out here. I put a bunch of dirt in. Onions and more daylilies. So anyway, that's the grand tour. And this little birdhouse right here, they usually scare the crap out of me, but there's 2 homes of bluebirds in there, and they are so pretty. I've got bluebirds everywhere. Can you hear that? That Canadian geese flying over? Well, now all I hear is dog barking. But anyway, we hear those every now and then. And isn't it shady right here? And it's so cool today. It's a beautiful day. So anyway, my battery's about to go dead. So this is the grand tour of my garden. I'm kind of proud of it. It's doing pretty, and it's not hot and, you know, killing you, scorching down here yet, but I'm sure it's coming. Anyway, I got a little work to do out here. And my 2 ferns, those stay down here all winter. All I did when it got real cold was just cover them with a sheet. And they stay down here all winter. And did really good. And I'm going to come over here and show you. I did my 3 pots of caladiums that I always plant right here. And then this is my ferns. And lantana, which isn't blooming yet. And some more daylilies. And that daylily over here, they don't usually bloom till May. But this one's in April. And all of these right here, Scott, I brought home from Easter last year from the cemetery, and I planted them, and they're all just about to bloom. So I just rotated. I took some more out there for Easter this year. I guess I'll have a huge crop of them out here one day because they multiply and they just keep going. And right here, I planted 1 purple basil plant in here. And I guess the seeds blew over here, and every year all these come up, and I just dig some of them up and plant them out here. All right, I guess that's the end of the tour. Hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, I love you and stay safe. Bye-bye.